Alright, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jensen, and this is my 1975/72 Suzuki LJ50/LJ20. The reason I say LJ50/LJ20 is because it is a LJ50 chassis with an LJ20 body. So it's a bit of a mix and match of the two because that's what's available because of the rarity of these cars. So, you might see that there is a fair amount of rust on this car, and that has to go. I've wanted it to go and it's had to go. If you look at my previous videos, you'll see the old body and it had a lot more rust than this one did. So we're taking the lesser of two bads and hopefully making it nice, and we'll have some metal from the original body still in it to keep that nostalgia. What we're going to do in this episode is hopefully get started with it. So we will go through, circle out all the rust and holes that need to be welded or patched, and then we will buy our sheet metal and cut out our sheet metal from the previous body and get on started. Before this video fully kicks off, I just want to ask you to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Just helps the channel grow, helps this car grow, helps me grow, just helps in general. So please do that, but we will get kicked off into this video. Also, another thing is I have a microphone now, so if I stand nice up and close, there won't be any difference, but if I quickly run around here, I'll sound the same. So that should hopefully make the videos sound a little bit sweeter, because I'm sure you've all had enough of bad sound, and I have too, and I like sound. So I've got this new thing, hopefully I'll sound alright in it. But now we'll get kicked off with the video. Okay, so what I want to do is just go around the body first, and I'm not sure if this was a method how people actually do it, but it's just how I'm going to do it. It might work, it might not work. And I just want to go through and with this pen, just circle all of the holes and rust holes that need to be fixed. So I'll just start on here. I'll just do a little circle around that and a little circle around that and keep going around until I'm done with almost every hole. With big sections like this, I won't necessarily bother with that, but just with smaller ones, just so that I know that they're there and I can just cut them out and fix them or just tack them together. Alright, so that is this whole side done. So I've done from up here, I go follow all around here, up there. Apart from that, I don't think there's any more bubbles in here. I'll just go inside and square all that off. Well, not square it off, but do circles around it. Now again, I'm saying this may not be how you look for removing rust. This is just a process that I'm going to do. I haven't done it before. I haven't removed rust nor done rust repair before. This will be my first time. So again, it's a process of learning by doing, but also I'm just going to do it like this because it makes everything a little bit more manageable for myself. And that way I can just see, right, what do I still need to get cut out? And hopefully it might make it quicker. Alright, so that is from inside to outside of this side done. For now, I'm just going to do this side. That way, that means I just can focus on this side, and then I'll go do the back, do the other side, then do the front, and hopefully get it done. Also right now, because it's backed up hard behind the wall, can't really get to the back, even though I'll push it forward in a few moments. But now, after marking it, I think, really, what else can I do but try tack a few of these smaller holes up. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon we get started with that? So here is our MIG and argon gas mix. Here is our Unimig Viper 120 welder, which we are using to get this car done. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to get my grinder, and I'm going to, well, not grinder, it's actually just, I've got sand pieces on it right now. I'm just going to go sand over these little holes and then tack them up with the tack weld thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my safety equipment on. Now if I was smart, I'd be using a face shield, but I do not have access to one of those right about now. Eventually I'll get one, but for now, earmuffs, safety glasses and gloves will do the trick. But yeah, you just have to be super safe and careful with what you do. So they've been ground back like that. So now all I have to do, hopefully, is just go in with my gun, and no, not a gun, and just go one tack there, tack there, tack there, tack there, and then I'll do a little tack on top of there, and then go back over with the sanding disc, make sure that is nice and flat, and then spray over with it with a bit of primer. Alright, didn't work, I made it bigger. Try that again. So basically with this, I think it's a thing where I just need to actually properly learn. I've watched a few videos on how to do it, and I think I just went too gung-ho, guns blazing, just thinking, oh yeah, I can patch that hole. Well, there we are. So yeah, I'll have to fix it, but I'll come back at another time. But before that, I'm just gonna go up here and with multi-grips go up and fix these bumps here, here, just so that's nice and straight. Oh yeah, that's my arm. So that's nice and straight because I'd like it to be straight. Alright, so that was just something little that I wanted to do to help improve. I mean, it's invisible once the car is finished, but I just hated having it like that. And up here, oh, there's this dip here that I need to do next. And you know, for me it's just, well, I need to watch where my camera's going, eh? For me, I just like knowing that that's straight. Like, it just killed me having this not straight. So now that's somewhat straight. I know it's not perfect, and could be stuff going perfect, because it is not that type of car. This is not a car that's going to be perfect. I don't want to build a car that's going to be perfect. If I was building a car that was going to be perfect, I would have done a lot more. There we go, there's another one there, and I think there, just little things to straighten up to help make this look less junky. Alright, so that's my first repair. It's not 100% flat, but when you feel at it, it is. So I guess I'm thinking that with the paint that I'm going to be using, which is Raptor, those small imperfections will be eliminated, but also if I do feel need to, I'll just go over it with a little bit of bog. It's not bog that's filling holes, it's bog that's just filling over a weld, and then sand that to be flat. And yeah, so I guess if we hide that, that's my first somewhat hole repair done there. A bigger hole on the other side. Build up on the other side. Now, I completely forgot to start filming, but I wasn't happy with this, so I'm going to cut it out and then get a nice piece of new metal and weld that in instead. So this is me cutting it because I kind of want to cut it so that it doesn't look like shit. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, I've got this piece tacked in. It doesn't fit perfectly, that is okay, because I will fill those gaps in. But the thing that I really wanted to stress about was following this line here. And as you can see, it pretty much does that perfectly. I've got these arrows here to make sure that they meet, which they do meet. So that's good. This section I didn't really care about. And I'll be able to fill that gap in pretty well. But let's weld this thing. Just waiting on place. Alright, so here's the dealio. This has come out, but it was an absolute pain in the tuchus to get out because of all the spot welds. But we have our piece right here. Basically, what I'm hoping we can do, and thanks to Dad for cutting it, is, because that goes there basically, just trace that, cut it. We know that's on there because it's sitting, oh there, where are we? There we are. So that should work. It'll just be a pain in the tuchus to get out because there's a few spot welds back there. But yeah, we should be able to cut this out and hopefully get it welded by the end of today. I don't know, I'd like to, if possible, get at least this side welded today, so that's including all these little spot holes. That would be somewhat of a realistic goal for today at least. So yeah. And there is a... Alright, so this is our current situation with that piece there, which is off camera. So this is our old piece. This is no good. We say bye-bye to that. Now we have our new piece. So this is using the strengthening, whatever you want to call it, bit off the old body, and using this, and then a new template's been cut out, so that's just been tacked together. So now I'm going to weld this together. Then once this is all solid, I will take it onto the body. So let's get to doing that now. And oh, I need a glove. Here's a quick tip when welding, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to put your glove on. So now I'm going to do the whole top line. Do this line going down, and I'll flip her over just to make it easier for myself, and do that bottom line. Then once we're done with that, we'll go and put it on the car. I'm just going to start in the middle because this is the easiest point for me. Whoa. Welding. Welding. And welding. Cool. Welding. Ready? Welding. 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 I'm going to reinforce that. Welding. 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 Yep. Right, so in a day recap, good day on the glue gun. I don't know. This has been ground down thanks to Dad whilst I had some schoolwork to do. Real thanks to that. It's actually come out alright. There's a few fixes, as you can see. I just tacked up some little holes that formed. Then this piece has come up nice too. So then I've gone around and done little zip zaps, zippity zappity zoops around all these little holes here. There were some that I missed because with what I used to grind I couldn't exactly get into those corners, but they're all full. So technically speaking, from here to here to here, minus that and minus a few little ones. It's not done, but it's good. I've gotten work done. I'm happy about it. So I'll grind these back maybe tonight, maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Probably won't film that because grinding is a bit boring probably for the viewers. But yeah, it's, oh, this piece too, I forgot about that. It's a car now, which is good. It's always been a car. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so that'll bring you to the end of this video. I'm in front of LJ50 right here. There's still a fair bit more work to do, especially on this side here. As you can see, there is a lot to do there. So there's plenty more welding content coming straight your way. So make sure, like, comment, and subscribe so that you get to see more of that, because there is plenty more videos on this epic little car to come. See it? If you like this, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or any advice, because I could sure use a lot of advice. I do not know what I'm doing at all. Please write that down below if you have any words of encouragement. I take anything on board. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.